Hi, my name is Maria ZHELEVA, and I will tell you about our project on rural emergency preparedness and response. This project is a collaboration between computer science and the Center for Technology and Government at UAlbany. We partner with the town of Thurman, New York, the Thurman Fire Company, and Warren County Emergency Services Department. This is Warren County, New York. It spans a fairly large area of about 1,000 square miles, has a population of 65,000 people, and sees some 12 million tourists annually. This here is Warren County Emergency Services Department, and this is Thurman. Thurman often relies on the county emergency services. This is the coverage map for FirstNet for for Warren County. FirstNet is a government initiative to establish a first responder network using AT&T. However, in rural areas with spotty network coverage, these services are out of reach. This leads to the digital divide in rural emergency preparedness and response, which is what we tackle in this project. The goal of our work is to create a socio-technical framework to analyze the feasibility of rural EPR information dissemination using heterogeneous wireless networks and data science. At the center of our approach is efficient information access for residents and first responders. For information access, we developed the eApp, which is a smartphone application for residents, and the Data Mule Unit for first responder connectivity through community television whitespace networks. eApp and DMU user interactions feed into capacity estimation that informs optimal information access. In this process, we work closely with our community partners through meetings, interviews, and focus groups to understand the applicability of our technology and evaluate its adoption and use. As we begin our final year, we're kicking off our transferability study with other rural communities to understand the broader applicability of our socio-technical framework. Our fundamental research contributions include systems and protocols for wide area networks with mobility, a framework for emergency information integration and dissemination, data science algorithms for improved information exchange, and insights into co-design, adoption, use, and the impact of information technologies in rural emergency preparedness and response. So far, we have developed and deployed a beta version of the eApp to 21 residents from Thurman. This has allowed us to study the effectiveness of ICTs in emergency management and the value of emergency information sharing among rural residents and public organizations. We developed data science methods for information dissemination with user mobility. In terms of first responder connectivity, we have expanded our research with a novel rate adaptation method for wide area networks and have begun work on multi-network coexistence. Our project outcomes have evolved as we interact with project partners. Our primary vehicle for partner engagement have been focus groups, interviews, public meetings, and formal conversations, also the eApp deployment. These have enabled the co-creation, deployment, and the refinement of the eApp. An example of result from our interactions relates to the utility of crowdsourced information in rural EPR. We learned that emergency managers may have challenges trusting and using crowdsourced data to make decisions and allocate resources. As a result, we have reevaluated our earlier crowdsource-based designs to ensure that the information propagating through our system is trustworthy to all who use it. The immediate impact of our project on the ground stems from engaging residents and responders in the development of technologies that truly meet their needs. The long-term impact vision of the project is to enable improved information access for residents and first responders at a bigger scale. To this end, we will be deploying the eApp to one more community, and we will also demonstrate the utility of television white spaces for first responder access. We're at the onset of our final year of our project. As we conclude, we explore avenues to sustain the technological outcomes of our work. In these efforts, we're focusing on generalizability of our approaches and the transferability of our work from the lab to other public or private sustaining organizations. For generalizability, we're currently engaging with one more community to deploy and assess outcomes. For transferability, we will identify and engage stakeholders from public organizations, such as state or federal, or the industry. If you would like to adopt our work, please contact me. And thank you for listening, and I'm happy to take any questions afterwards. questions.